Welcome back to the Curios Cast. It's episode 99. We've been away. We've been collecting weird news stories for you. Episode 99.
You forgot how the theme goes again, though, Tom.
I did. I forgot everything. I forgot how to do an introduction. I forgot what we do here.
I've forgotten who you both are, to be honest.
We're all in different locations. A lot has happened.
Yeah,
over the
loads
last
has
few months.
changed. George is a married man.
Oh, yeah.
Married man, got an ass.
I'm fucked.
Got an ass. Rob, you're in a lot of pain today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So I went on a climbing trip. We went up a mountain. And so ironically, I was absolutely fine.
I saw some
doing
beautiful
the mountain.
photos.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was great. It was just the right amount of like almost death without the death part. Yeah, a few little squeaky bum moments, but it was good. And then we had like a chill out day the next day. We the campsite we stayed at has got like a lake there. It was awesome. And my friends both got kayaks, like those inflatable ones. So we went out in inflatable kayaks. One of them actually got a puncture. He had a flat before we got in. He spent about an hour trying to fucking fix it. In the end, decided that he was just going to take out the pump with him because it just wouldn't work. So he just took the pump out, and every now and then we looked around at him and he's just pumping it back up again. But we there's like this sort of rock face in the middle of the lake that you can row out to, and then there's like this little ledge that you can jump off. We was doing that. We was jumping off like this 6-foot ledge, and we was like, that's nice. I was like, that's quite intense, 6-foot ledge. And then these fucking like younger people. Younger, cooler, more attractive people turned up. And they just like, I thought they was trying to get up to where we were. I was like, don't worry about stepping over our stuff. And they're like, oh, no, that's fine. And then like, next thing I know, one of the guys right at the top of this cliff and he just fucking launches off. Bang! I was like, oh, you mad cunts. I was like, oh, that's sick. No, it was like, fuck that. Never doing that. Fair play. And then they go round. There's just two guys and this girl. The girl then leaps off this other bit, really high up, like no fucking questions asked. The last guy hesitated for quite a while and they were going, come on, his name was Rob. It was funny. They were going, Rob, come on, fucking do it. Maybe that's what G'd me up. And he eventually jumped off, right? And I think I got this like urge come over me and I thought, man, they've obviously done it and it's all right and they're fine. So it is safe. I was like, I kind of fancy it, I kind of fancy it. So I went round. I was like, how did you get up there? I was like, you fancy it? I was like, yeah, I think I do. And he had to like climb up this sort of rock bit to get there. And I'm bearing in mind I'm in barefoot, just wearing swimming trunks. It was kind of sketchy on the way up. I was going up and thinking, cool, I don't love this. Like, I feel like I definitely don't want to climb down again. And I'd kind of gone the wrong way first. And no, it's round there. And I got round it. And I got to this really high bit. And it wasn't the bit that they jumped off. And I peered over the edge, looked at my friends. I was like, is this where they went from? They're like, cool, man, that's well. I was like, no, it's not. It was just over there a bit. And I looked, I chatted down to them. I was like, how do I get down to that bit? They're like, oh, you got to climb down through there. And that looks sketchy as fuck. I thought, I don't want to do that. And I was sat there and I thought, I don't want to climb down again. I don't want to go to the slightly lower bit. It still would have been high. I'm just going to have to go. I'm just going to have to jump from here. So I thought, if I hesitate any longer, I'll be fucked because I'll just be stuck here. I just fucking went for it. My friends were like, I didn't know what happened. Like, they didn't have a chance to film or anything. So like, you peered over the edge, you looked there, and then like all of a sudden you were just jumping off. But it was so high. It was like 40 foot. It was high enough that I was conscious of how much I was falling. Do you know what I mean? Like normally if you jump off something, you're like in and you hit the water. I was like, oh shit, I feel like I'm heading towards the rocks. Oh shit, fuck. Like, and I think my whole body like looked like that as well. Apparently I was just like really not cool. And then just fucking slammed. I must have ended up hitting the water pretty much horizontal.
Oh.
Like fucking whack. Like, it took all the wind out. I slapped my leg, I slapped my chest, the worst. Like, that's what fucked me up. And then, like, to the point where I came out and obviously, like, wind the fuck out of me. And I was like, mate, come out, everyone's like, like, look like, oh shit. This guy's rowing over in his canoe to make sure I'm right. My mate said he was like a seconds away from jumping in. Like, oh shit, I better go up. He's like, you all right? And I wanted to say no, but I couldn't catch my breath. By the time I caught my breath, I was like, yeah, I'm fine, fuck. And they were all the guys that don't fall looking at me like, you're right, man, yeah, that's going to fucking hurt. And there was these other two guys in canoes before I did it. Like they saw me doing it, they were like going, send it, man, yeah, send it. And I'm going, it's pretty fucking high. after I jumped in, I thought about it the other day. They were nowhere to be seen. I think they must have been all shit. Like, we shouldn't have told him to do that. Oh man, yeah. And the next day, it was kind of hurt, but it's just got worse and worse. And gigging over the weekend fucking sucked. Lifting shit up. And yesterday we did a gig where just the two of us loaded in because we got there early, and it was across like this stony fucking shit car park that wasn't really a car park. And we had to like push all the flight cases. It sucked balls and it was so hot. And I think it's just done me.
Still bruised, or you?
It must just be like, yeah, it's not physically. I've got a bruise come up there now, on my side. That's only just come up. I can't see anything on my wrist, but it must just be bruised inside. Like, it's fucking hurts to cough. It hurts to like move. It hurts to breathe and sing too much. Like, obviously, I was taking deep breaths singing, and that sucked. Yeah, we was a right fucking mess yesterday. My bandmate he had like a fucking. He's got like gluten problems at the minute. Celiac, he's been diagnosed as. So he was having a bad one yesterday. He was fucked. Jax had an operation. So like our drummer's a bit younger than us. He was like, I'm going to have to get a new fucking band. I'm going to have to find some like younger people. You're all fucked. But yeah, man. Fuck. Can't recover.
Old age.
Yeah, it's fucking us all.
So all of that, trying to impress some girl jumping off a cliff, mate. What have you learned?
Well, I was more trying to impress the lads, I think, to be honest. They was a good looking pair of lads.
Was it worth it? Do you think you impressed them?
Absolutely not. No.
You see how high that old guy jumped from?
Love it.
Oh,
At
man,
his age, that's like double the height.
Oh man, like the thing is, like, it's, you know, someone said like, would you do it again? Like, now you've done it. Well, like, was it worth it? Absolutely not. Would I do it again? Like, it was fucking so scary. The only reason I did it, to be honest, was because I thought I don't want to climb down. Like, I had no other option. I thought I'm not down climbing.
Did you not want to climb down from the embarrassment, or just because it was long and like?
No, just because it was like, it just seemed sketchy. Yeah, it just seemed dangerous. I thought I got way more chance. Like, I know I'll technically be okay jumping off here. Well, little did I know. But I thought, there seems a high chance of me fucking something up bad climbing down there. Like, it was just sketchy and like, yeah. In hindsight.
So where was it?
Wales.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a nice lake. It was in the Snowdonia. And it was a great day. Great day kayaking.
Yeah. But other natural parks that are available. Natural parks are available.
Love that you're more fucked up jumping in some water than I was after my car crash.
Yeah, like, I know. That's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Smashed up my car and I'm like, walked out of it fine. Yeah. I didn't impress anyone though.
Didn't he, bro?
No,
well, neither did I. So that makes two of us.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're alive.
Exactly. I lived to tell the tale, and it was. My mates were just like, yeah, that was fucking one of the gnarliest things I've ever seen. like, what the fuck? That was horrible.
Cool. Let's get on with some weird news stories, shall we?
Yes.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'd be absolutely shocked if neither of you have come across this.
Okay.
It's been talked about a fair amount in a minute. Has anyone heard about the poo plane?
Yeah. I'm actually a little bit in the dark on this. I saw like one tweet about it, but it didn't go into detail. It just said, this poo plane thing is crazy. And that's all I know. So I'm a bit in the dark.
It's quite mad. It's one of those things that seems like, I mean, it's not, it can't be, it's got to be real, but like, it seems like a really mad publicity stunt, you know, like, because everyone's talking about Delta Airlines, I suppose. It'd be a very odd publicity stunt. So I don't think it is that, but there's just the way it sort of is, and like the sort of like proof things that people are, well, I'm doing inverted commas, I think it is just proof. The people have sent like clips from the air traffic control and stuff. I don't know, it just seems like a mad thing. But basically, the long and short of it is, someone had really bad diarrhea in an aeroplane toilet, and somehow it's gone all the way down the aisles, and because of this, they were about two hours into a flight. I think it's a flight in America, whatever you call it. It wasn't. It was to Barcelona, wasn't it? Sorry.
I think it was from America though, wasn't it?
It's from America to Barcelona.
Transatlantic.
Transatlantic, yeah. They basically made it about 2 hours in, and they decided they had to turn around and go back to Atlanta because it was just too mad.
Imagine being that person. Imagine being that diarrhea person.
The one thing I've not seen any of the people talking about this though is like, man, like, are they all right? Like, what the fuck? They must have been really unwell. That must have sucked. In an aeroplane, being that fucking ill, like to the point. Like, I guess there's no way like they shit so bad that the toilet overflowed and ran down the aisles. They must have just like shit themselves walking down the aisles.
Yeah.
Yeah, just constant shit.
Yeah. and not been able
Because
to make it to the toilet on time. They
Yeah.
might like
if you made it to the toilet, you made it to like it's not gonna run
Yeah.
down
No.
the aisles.
No.
You must have
Well,
not
we-
made
which
But
it.
is
then
the-
there must have been the sheer volume of diarrhea to get past all your clothes and still be substantial enough to like flow down the.
yeah, which is the sort of thing that
uh,
makes me a little dubious about it because it just seems mad. But it's not impossible. But
There's a video, isn't there?
No.
there is a video, and the video is looks like it's taken from like after the plane's landed because no one's on it.
The aftermath.
Yeah, the aftermath, and you can see like they're basically just scanning. They're like in one of the seats. They're not in the aisle. They're like from the seats, and they sort of scan, and you can see like the mess down the aisle. But like
yeah.
but it's a crazy amount like down the
Yeah.
aisle. Like that person must have been
I must have
fucked.
stank in it.
It
And
must have been-
it's
Yeah,
it looks like they're sort of in the middle of the plane. They're not. It doesn't look like they're near the back of the plane or the front where the toilets would be.
yeah. But
There's- they
I
walk
think they scan
past
around, don't they?
about-
Yeah.
6 or 7 rows of seats before they get to a bit of poo on the floor.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I've got a theory. Maybe
Yeah.
they were like this person had like passed out while shitting themselves, and then they were dragging them down the aisle. And as they were dragging them, they were still shitting,
Oh.
and then that's why it's just purely just down the aisle.
There would be a video of that,
Maybe.
surely. If someone had like passed
Well,
out,
you would
people
have
would be
thought so,
grabbing
yeah.
their phones. I'm surprised there's no more videos of this. Like, if someone's like, I'm shitting, and then like people would be whipping out their phones, surely.
Yeah, they would be. I swear I read a Guardian article about it yesterday, and I'm trying to find it, and it's not there. They've decided, no, we don't want to fucking.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's been found out to be a load of shit, and the Guardian have gone, no, we delete that, fake news.
I definitely don't think it would be a publicity stunt from
No, it wouldn't be a
Delta
publicity stunt.
Airlines.
It'd more be like maybe like just an exercise in
Yeah.
how to create a story that's, or just someone wanting to do
Yeah.
it.
Although the last time that Delta Airlines were like in the news for something happening on the plane was when they beat up that doctor. Do you remember? Like there was a doctor
yeah.
that like they'd overbooked the plane, and there was like someone needs to give up their seat.
Oh yeah,
No one gives up
yeah.
their seat. Everyone's like, no, I've got places to be. I'm not giving up my seat.
Yeah,
So they just randomly select someone. So they just
Oh,
said
yeah.
to this doctor who like apparently had to get to where he was going because he had patients and an operation to do. And they were like, you get off. And he's like, no, like I can't. I need to go. So they just stop resisting. And I'm bashing his fucking, like punching him in the head. And he's like bleeding. And there was videos of that, them dragging him down the aisle, and he's got a bloody face and everything. And everyone was saying, Delta Airlines, don't fly with them again. Now this.
Yeah.
Now
The thing
someone
is,
shit.
Madness.
as well. I'm pretty sure. Again, I haven't actually. Like they've tweeted like an apology or something. Like again, I haven't seen that. No, they didn't tweet an apology. They X'd an apology.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the?
But I found the Guardian article, sorry, Rob.
Oh, you found
and the
it,
mad
yeah.
thing about this Guardian article is that it says that they reboarded the plane. The flight still went ahead like 5 hours later.
No, they reboarded a different plane. That's
Are
what
you
it says.
sure?
Yeah. It says I read one. They got on a different plane, and that plane, the carpet was stripped out, and they had to like re-carpet it. But they've said that it has been used since. Is what I read. But it was a different plane.
Yeah. But maybe they just turned ripped the carpet out and used the same plane. I don't know.
Oh, well, it says when the plane returned, the passengers were
it says
placed on another
passengers,
flight. It says-
reportedly including the one suffering from diarrhea, was allowed to reboard.
I didn't see that bit. God, brutal.
Fuck that. Yeah.
One
Suppose
of
it's all out at that point.
one of my friends, one of my mates, the mate that you've met, George.
Yeah.
We were flying home from Prague, and he had a heavy night the night before, like ended up splitting up from the group, drinking loads, and he had been sick in the Airbnb, like real bad, hadn't got any sleep. And when we got to the airport, he was just feeling awful. And we were the last ones to board the plane. So we're sitting there just like, there's no need to rush, like we'll get on once everyone else has got on. We're the last ones. So everyone's already sitting down in their seats, watching us like walking up the aisle in the middle. And we're walking up, and one of my other friends like smacks me on the back, and he's like, Tom. I turn around, and my mate's like holding his mouth, like
Oh no.
like about to go. And
Oh, no,
luckily there was like sick bags, because not every plane has sick bags these days. Like,
Is it not?
no,
Yeah.
and I've noticed it since this moment. I've noticed if there's a sick bag, or if someone's about to be sick, where do you grab the bag? And
Yeah,
a lot
it
of them
seems
don't
a
have
real
sick
fail.
bags, but this plane did, and luckily grabbed a sick bag, but he was just standing there in front of the hundreds of people, like just go, whoa,
that's
like being sick.
awful.
The plane hasn't even like taken off yet, so it's not like you can blame it on like motion sickness or anything like that. And I remember the flight attendant coming over and just looking at us like, what the fuck? Like, but luckily they were cool with it. They were just like, all right, sit down. Here's a big biohazard bag. Like, if you're gonna be sick in there, and it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, they must be used to it. They must be used to like A, people being sick for like genuine reasons, but also B, people being hungover and being sick on the plane. Like, it must happen all the fucking time.
Yeah, especially like we're coming back from Prague, right? So stag do's and everything.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than being fucking hungover on a plane. Fucking awful.
I've never I don't think I've ever been hungover on a plane, so I can imagine it must be the worst place to be.
I've done a couple of times. It's fucking shit, and it just gets worse.
Escape.
Yeah, you know, it like grows on you, and you're like, oh man, I need to get off this fucking plane soon. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I think he knew he was going to be sick as well. He said when we were sitting at the gate, he was like, I feel like I'm really going to be sick, but there was no toilets around, and the only way to go to the toilet would be to leave the gate and maybe miss the plane or whatever and be sick and then come back. So he's like, I can just like hold it in, like it will go down. But it didn't. When I first heard about this poo plane thing, I didn't know what it was. I just saw one tweet or one post that just said, poo plane gone viral. And I was thinking, my brain had made a much more elaborate story than what it actually is. I was expecting a plane where everyone had got diarrhea. Like the food was like an airplane type situation where everyone who had eaten the fish had got food poisoning, and everyone was like shitting themselves, and everyone's like rushing for the 2 toilets on the plane, and everyone's having to shit themselves.
That reminds me. Do you remember when they did that? That reminds me of that Netflix thing that like they did a really good like viral advertisement for it, where like someone had given the whole school laxatives or something as a payback prank.
Wasn't the same one as like the dick drawing eventually?
Yeah, it was the same. Series. Yeah.
The dick drawing one was first, and then they done the poo one second season.
Yeah. But they made it look like real things, didn't it? And it all got shared about.
It was really good.
So there was another poo on a plane story. I remember we might have talked about it.
I'm sure
before. It was like I think it was a British Airways flight, and I had to land early because someone did a shit in the toilet. That was so bad, it like stunk the whole cabin out. I don't know how. Like maybe
I think we might
there was a problem with
this.
the.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And
I remember at the time it was the same sort of time when I was flying to Australia, and like about fucking 15 people were just messaging me saying, "Oh, is this your plane? You've been doing shits on the plane again."
So I know a guy, right? I know a few guys with this story. I think we spoke before about my friend's unfortunate like accidental toilet habits. I think it was one of a few of them that was responsible for this incident. No one's ever owned up, right? So my friends all went away to, I want to say Brighton, I think, somewhere anyway, and they just like a night out, and they'd booked an Airbnb, and maybe it's a couple of nights, whatever. But they got a message from the Airbnb people afterwards, being like, "This is unacceptable. Like the mess you've left the place in." There was like, what did it say? It was like, I can see from the beer cans, the amount of beer cans left by the bins and the feces we found like on the wall or something mad. It was like that you were not in fact like John the Baptist prayer group like you said you were, or something like that. My friend who booked it had said like this mad thing. It was something like that, or they're in town for like a St. John's Baptist meetup or something ridiculous. It was just so so stupid. It was like so obviously not going to be true. But yeah, someone just got feces on the wall or something and didn't clean it off. What the fuck?
It's terrible.
How does that even
happen?
Speaking
of feces, there's someone that I know, I won't name names, they were in Nepal. I mean, anyone that goes to Nepal or India, obviously, everyone's got a story about getting a dodgy belly and like having the shits, whatever. When I went to Nepal, I had the shits for like 3 weeks straight. But this guy, he'd gone to Nepal, and then he went to a city called Pokhara, which is, I forget how far from the capital. You have to take a bus. So it was maybe like 5 hours on a bus or something. And he wasn't feeling that good. He was going back to Kathmandu to fly back to Europe. So I feel like shit. Like he got a really bad bellyache. He'd had stomach cramps the whole night before. whole way back on this like 5-hour bus journey through the mountains, feels like he's going to shit his pants. The bus will stop every so often so you can go to the toilet, but they're like these horrendous roadside public toilets. Like you just, if you're really ill, you don't want to do it. So he's like holding it in. It's like, fuck's sake, 6 hours, gets back to Kathmandu, and then you get off the bus and you've got to navigate this mad city where, it's just like chaos.
Yeah.
He's got his big backpack on, it's really hot. It's like, oh, fucking hell. Like each step, you feel like you're going to shit yourself. But he's makes it, gets back to the hotel, like checks in, like on the limit, gets up to his room, chucks his bag down, opens the door, sees the toilet, and just shits himself. Because he was so close, he'd hold it in for like 10 hours by this point, like really struggling. And as he's running to the toilet, pulling his pants off and his trousers off as he runs, and just starts shitting. So just seeing the toilet,
man.
just,
I can see that though, because I think we spoke about that before, haven't we? How you get the worst bit sometimes is like opening your door when you're like, because your body goes, it's time, and you're like, no, it fucking ain't yet. Like, nearly time. Man,
that's tragic.
I feel for that.
Like
Is
all
tragic.
day long, and then the last 10 seconds.
And you just know how bad he felt all day as well. He must have just felt so shit. But I mean, once it's done,
still,
it's done,
of all the places to shit yourself, there are worse ones.
Well, exactly. Yeah,
as annoying as it is, right next to the shower.
Yeah.
But then, like, also, what the fuck do you do with all these clothes? Can't take them and get them. They're binned, don't they? That's the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I guess you can get them cleaned.
Wash them in the sink and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether,
I think,
if I can remember the story
Laundrette.
right, he'd like taken his trousers and his pants off. So I don't think he shat on his stuff. He shat just on the floor.
Right,
So I think his clothes are okay.
Even funnier though.
That's not shitting yourself then. That's just shitting the floor.
Well, yeah, it's just shitting on the floor. But like, did a flying shit, as he was running to the last
Shit on the
meter. Photographic shit.
What's that thing about Joey Diaz? I heard something where he'll like stand in the shower, shit, catch it, and throw it in the toilet. Yeah, because it's like easier for him than trying to sit down on the toilet because he was like so big at one point. As you said, this when he was like at his height of like fatness. Yeah, that's what
he's funny.
He's funny. Isn't he?
I don't understand. Like quite often, I see it on Reddit and stuff. People shit in the shower. They say, "Yeah, it's just that's just my thing. Like, I just have a shit in the shower."
That is too. No,
like, there was a
Reddit.
I think there was a Reddit. It must have been at Ask. Am I the Arsehole?
Right.
That you found a few episodes back, Tom. But this person had said, "Am I the arsehole for getting angry at my roommate for asking him to like clean his shit out of the shower plug?"
Obviously not.
And everyone's like, "Well, obviously fucking not. Like, why is he shitting in the shower plug?" It's just madness.
That is madness.
And apparently, this whoever it was getting angry because he'd say, "Well, yeah, your hairs are always in the the shower." But that's just like a natural byproduct of a shower. You know, like drop a juice down there.
He must think the same. Well, that's just a natural byproduct of the shower too. When you shower, you do a poo. Like, doesn't everyone do that? That's what my parents taught me. Like, you could go through life that way, couldn't you? Parents are like, "Why are you in the shower? Do a quick poo." Just for like mad reason, just for some mad reason. And then that's you forever. Imagine getting to like 30 and then everyone's like proper annoyed at you. And then you're like, "What you want about?" Like, everyone does that. Like, that's how you, like, that's where you go. That's the best place to go.
It's like taking your trousers and your pants down when you have a wee.
It's just the best place. And then finding
getting your
out.
knob and your balls out when you go for a wee.
Balls, knob and balls out.
I've been asking more people. I hope you have too. You need to ask everyone you meet.
I sort of forget now. Yeah. All right, bring it back up for me now.
Because I was vindicated. Most people get their balls out as well.
But no, I think I unvindicated you. Like, you just got ball out mates.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got. That's why you're mates. Maybe there's something about the fact you get your balls out.
We're drawn to each
We're
other.
drawn,
like pheromone. You release a pheromone when your balls come out.
Toilets, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I just mean like certain people like certain things that you're drawn together. Ball out guys must just be the sort of guys that like the stuff you're into.
Yeah, or maybe it's like kind of like astrology. Like you're.
Yeah, it's not necessarily related.
Mm.
It's just balls out guys like podcasts and long drives across Europe.
All right,
who's got
next
next
weird
one?
news,
Yeah.
George.
Okay.
Is it going to have less or more feces than the last one?
It's going to be less. I think.
Oh, good. I think
a few. One of mine was the the poo plane.
Oh, nice.
So I wanted to try and get a friend of the podcast, Bigfoot, on again, but I couldn't really find a good Bigfoot story. So unfortunately, it's not a Bigfoot story. But this is just quite a bit of a weird, interesting one. It's from I think this is from a few months ago. Yeah, it's from March. But the headline is a giant meatball of extinct mammoth unveiled in the Netherlands. So in the Netherlands, it's quite self-explanatory. A giant meatball made from flesh cultivated using the DNA of an extinct woolly mammoth was unveiled at Nemo, a science museum in the Netherlands.
When they say a meatball, like someone had
Literally a
prepared
meatball, right?
this to eat, or
Well, so yeah, so they said that it's not currently edible, but that's the idea behind it, like to make.
they say
meat
it's not
not
currently
from-
edible.
Not from animals, not use an animal to like kill an animal, but to cultivate using the DNA. Like a bit like they did it with chicken, didn't they? A little while ago or something. They made like a burger or a chicken burger from
I
I don't remember.
just
that.
like the proteins, the actual DNA protein. So in this case, they've combined mammoth DNA with I think
right,
beef,
Okay.
sheep cells.
What makes it not edible?
I thought
I don't know really.
you were saying that they had found
That's what I thought.
a meatball that was made from, like, they were like, oh, some ancient caveman has obviously hunted a mammoth
that's
and then
what I
like
thought.
minced it up, put
Yeah.
some herbs and spices in there, made a big meatball out of it, and they never got around to eating it. And, and
that's
the Ice Age came.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, as he was progressing with the story, I was thinking, wait, if I just like zoned out for a second and just forgot, because I thought we were talking about one that was found, and now it seems I was like, did I miss the story? No, I'm glad it wasn't just me.
No, yeah. That would have been better if they'd found it on a plate, still with the spaghetti.
Yeah.
Still with the spaghetti, with the spaghetti and the well, that would have been good. But no, it is just a big lump of meat that they've created. Like in the link I've sent, it's mad. It's like a huge, looks like an asteroid almost, a meteorite. So
That's cool.
So they want to try and, I think they did it for a reason, to show that they can do it with anything. So it widens the possibilities for still creating meat without, killing animals and impacting the planet as much.
I think,
Whether or not someone's going to eat it or not, I'm not too sure. Although I do remember a story, because when I saw it,
I'd eat it.
I think I'd eat it.
I'd probably eat it as well. I remember a story. I don't know if it's bullshit or not, but a group of scientists, they, like in the tundra in Siberia, they always find these frozen mammoth bodies. Obviously one of these mammoths got uncovered, and they cooked and ate some of the meat from it.
I would eat
So
a
they
mammoth.
did eat woolly mammoth.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean,
how many people have eaten woolly mammoths that are still alive? Barely anyone.
Yeah.
Not many.
I'd do that.
That's pretty mad that they did that, yeah.
Yeah, Rob, as our resident vegan, you would still eat DNA
it's-
lab-grown mammoth meat.
I think so, yeah. Well, there's a question that people would say was like, because they said they use chicken DNA or whatever, and it's like they probably had to kill some animals at this stage in order to do that, I guess, or something. But I guess if you said if they were
from an
killing it-
embryo,
if they were
from an
killing
embryo,
or they were killing it anyway, and while it was there, they were like, let's nab a bit of that before you send it off to KFC. Then it's slightly less, I don't know. But then, like, how far down the line does it get once they can start doing this, and then they do it from that? How far removed, how diluted does the dead animal need to be until I'm okay with it?
Yeah, like if you kill the animal and then you don't want to eat the bit of meat that comes directly from it.
Yeah,
but
eat the one
if
that's made
they
the
hold on
thousands.
to that bit of DNA and they can perfectly replicate it, and they make billions and billions of fake chicken breasts.
Yeah.
I mean,
Then-
you've killed one chicken to save loads.
Yeah. So then,
that's like Oppenheimer. That's what he went through with the atomic bomb. I'm going to save by killing millions. I'm going to save billions. You're the modern day Oppenheimer, Rob, with your
I don't think it would.
And if it's a
chicken
Japanese chicken, then it's all right.
Why is that?
Because then you save millions of American chickens.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's the Oppenheimer theology.
Yeah. I haven't actually seen it. Have you seen it then?
I haven't seen it. So,
No, I haven't seen it. Seen Barbie.
I must know anything about this film.
Have you seen Barbie? I actually no, I didn't see it either.
No, I didn't see Barbie either. No, I heard they're both great films.
Yeah, thanks.
Great films for
But
different
Rob,
things.
okay, again, as our resident vegan, if you were on a trek through the tundra and you uncovered a frozen woolly mammoth that's been dead and frozen for thousands and thousands of years, would you cook and eat that? You're not starving. You don't need to eat it, but I'm doing it already.
Yeah, I think I would do that.
Yeah. Just to say you could, basically.
Just to say I had, and like, yeah.
It was already dead.
It's already dead.
Mm.
Kind of mad.
Yeah.
Like, I think, I think if I go to like Italy
Yeah.
and there's like, I'm sure there's millions that say they're like the first fucking pizza place or whatever, but you find the one that's actually people say is good, old as fuck, and they just make that cheese and tomato pizza. That's just like, that's all it is. I think I'm eating that.
Okay.
For example.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of on the parallel as a woolly mammoth.
No, but just I'm having one just because like.
Yeah, you're situationally.
Yeah,
open
unless
to-
I've heard that like there is a traditional pizza that doesn't even use cheese.
Ah.
Like really
Yeah,
early.
you can get, I think I've been in restaurants where you can get like the, no cheese pizza, but it's not marketed as like a vegan thing or anything. It's
No,
just that, it's bread with some sauce and veggies on it.
Yeah, I've heard it possibly
Tomatoes
goes
on
back
toast,
even more like
Yeah.
like old fashioned, like, and like from a poor village, where you didn't even get cheese, it'd just be tomato, basil, amazing tomatoes, nice fresh basil, whatever, and that's kind of it. But
What
so
if
maybe
you
if that was an
went
option,
to
I'd have
the-
that maybe.
First ever Pizza Hut.
No, that doesn't do it for me.
And the CEO was there as well, and he was going to cook it for you.
Papa John. Papa John was there.
If Papa
Papa John
John
was there,
made you
yeah.
a pizza, would you eat it?
No.
Sweating all over it.
fuck
He'd be
Papa
sweating all day.
He
Yeah,
would
it just fucked me up as well. Like if I ate a pizza now, it'd mess me up.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's like I think it messed me up at the best of times.
Be good, though.
Like pizza's a lot going on with a pizza, isn't there? Like that's got the possibility to fuck you up.
Yeah. Good
I
stuff.
love pizza.
But you can get banging vegan pizza now. I had a banging vegan pizza at the campsite the other day. There's a pizza oven on the campsite, for the record. So you can jump off cliffs, swim around lakes, and eat pizza.
Nice.
I did that all in the same day.
All in the same day.
And you can almost kill yourself as well. What
Any
would you
more about
eat?
this meatball, George?
Not really. No, it does say that they're. Like I said, at the moment it's not edible, but it is. It was to try and get people to talk more about cultured meat, calling it a more sustainable alternative for real meat. So I think in the future they are planning to continue to develop it. So maybe one day it'll be an actual thing like mammoth, cultured mammoth steak.
And you could get like dodo as well, couldn't you? I guess, and because apparently
Dodo's
dodo's supposed to be the bollocks. That's why they went extinct because people just couldn't stop eating them, wasn't it? I think we might
It's
have
like
spoken about
those
this before.
giant tortoises as well, and
Yeah.
like the Galapagos tortoise. They like sail over there and be like, okay, right, we need to. We've got
That's
how many
it.
we got?
Yeah.
We've got 100 tortoises,
Let's
and then they'll be
breed
sailing
them.
back, and then by the time they got back to England, they've all been eaten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
So fucking
never
delicious.
even made it back to Europe.
Yeah.
Because
I think
they
we spoke
were
about
apparently
this on
tasted
here.
so good
Yeah.
that people couldn't stop eating it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
That's so short-sighted. Like, you could have bred them and we could all be eating the best meat ever.
That's humans, isn't it?
I'd eat tortoise.
Yeah. We're fucking that's humans for, isn't it? Just short-sighted. Do something
Yeah.
and then go, fuck's sake.
I saw
I
turtle on a menu in China, and I just couldn't have eaten it. It was just horrible. It literally came up as a whole turtle, still in the shell.
No, I need to disassociate
Separate.
from my meat.
I've eaten crocodile though.
Yeah, I've eaten crocodile.
And that's not that bad because
They would eat me.
You know, if they had the chance, they'd eat me.
When
Yeah.
you ordered it, did you say, give me a crocodile burger and make it snappy?
I didn't because I probably would have got punched and thrown out of Australia.
Yeah, it must be like that classic, like millions of people fucking say that all the time.
Yeah,
It just, yeah.
fuck off, you can.
Yeah.
I was in Spain when I ate mine, so I don't know where they got that crocodile from.
Yeah, that's not fresh, is it?
Maybe it was curated. What did I say? Curated.
Cured.
Cured. No, not cured. Cultured. It was cultured.
Oh, maybe it's
Crocodile. It wasn't real. Yeah.
Mm. All right. So as it's episode 99, I brought some 99 themed weird news stories.
Oh, nice.
So the first one is about 99 flakes. Police swarm ice cream van charging £7 for flake 99s.
Swarm.
As a woman is charged £28 for 4.
Ah. Whereabouts? Where's this called?
London.
Oh, London. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So the story, the headline's a bit misleading. It says that the police, I mean, it's factually accurate. The police did swarm an ice cream van that was charging £7 for a 99, but that wasn't the reason they swarmed the ice cream van.
They just wanted to buy it.
Yeah, they were like, can't resist. No, so it says police officers stormed an ice cream van after it was caught charging £7 for a 99 flake and ice cream. But the actual reason why the police were there is because they were blocking a cycle lane outside, like in middle of London. This is outside like the Houses of Parliament, and they didn't have a license. They were an unlicensed ice cream van.
Wow.
So I don't know why. Obviously, it's just a catchier title, right? Of that it was charged, but still £7 for like a whippy 99. That's ridiculous.
Were they ever? You know, it's a thing people always say. Oh, you know, obviously they used to be 99p. Were they ever 99p, or is that not why they're called a 99?
No, I don't think
they were.
No, I don't think it was.
I see. I feel like it's one of those just
Must
things.
have been 99 old pence, Rob.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things people just like misremember.
Everyone
thinks they used to be 99p, but I don't think they ever actually were. That's not. Well, it's certainly not what they're called a 99.
I think they were.
No,
99p.
I think I read about it before, and
I think I've read about it before. Yeah,
they like Cadbury's called it 99 for some reason, like it was the 99th version that was the right one. Well, that's WD-40, isn't it? Like the 40th version was the one.
Yeah, because it's not it's not like I don't think it's a product, is it? I think it's not a brand, rather. It's a thing. Like a 99 is an ice cream with a flake in it. That's not. There's no branded 99. Is there?
Yeah. You get the 99 on the side of the box.
On the side of the box? What box?
If you get like a box of them, like I've seen it in the ice cream van, and on the side when they buy the flakes in bulk, it says 99.
Flake 99. Oh, yeah, I just see that now. Cadbury Flake 9. But have they just fucking jumped on that?
Apparently, it's to do with Italy.
It must. Yeah, apparently I'm reading this about the Alpini soldiers.
It's the flake. They have called it the Flake 99 from the Cadbury website. An ice cream served in a cone with the Flake 99 is the UK's favourite ice cream.
Yeah.
In the days of the monarchy in Italy, the king had an elite guard consisting of 99 soldiers. So that means they have just. So I think Cadbury's have nicked that. I think it's an old thing called 99.
Right.
In honour of Italy.
In honour.
So it is. I was right. Yeah. Why is an ice cream? Nothing to do with its cost. It may have been invented in Durham.
Durham.
Yeah, combination of Italian families in County Durham. They're from Italian families, but in County Durham. What the fuck? Cadbury's claim.
That might be the least Italian part of the UK as well, Durham. I mean, in Durham. I'm looking on the 99p flake Wikipedia, and it says on there's variants, including 99 with 2 flakes, often referred to as a double 99 or bunny's ears. Have you ever referred to it as bunny's ears?
Never.
I don't ever have. And also it says 99 with strawberry or raspberry syrup on top, sometimes known as monkey's blood.
No.
Well, I've never heard of it.
Said no one ever. That's not a fucking
no.
thing.
Yeah.
Did you have, did your ice cream van that came round to your street when you was a kid, did they have like a unique invention that was like an ice cream that was unique to them? And I only ask because like our ice cream man used to have what he called a bird's nest, and it would just be a normal ice cream cone. But then when he'd done the whippy, instead of going up, he would go outwards, and it would be like this flat disc that went outwards. And I don't know how it would hold. Like that. It would hold. And then he would put all of the sauces and sprinkles on top, and then he'd put like 3 bubble gums in there to look like so it looked like a bird's nest. And
An artiste.
yeah, it was sick. And I always just thought that it was a thing that every ice cream van had. Like, just you get a 99, you get a bird's nest, you get a lemon ice, whatever you want. But it wasn't. It was just a unique thing. And I've tried to Google it, and I've tried to like show people. I think I've got a picture in my phone, and I'll put it on the screen if I can find it, of what the bird's nest looked like. But
you need to find your old ice cream
purveyor. Bambino. That was his name.
I don't think mine did. I think mine was just he just had the standard 99p and then the clamshell one, which I can't remember the name of. It was like a shell. It had a specific name.
I think it was oyster something.
An oyster, you're saying? Yeah, I think it's just an oyster, maybe you'd call it. Yeah.
And then Knickerbocker Glory for that.
Oh, yeah, I used to get them in Starbucks.
That was with bubble gum at the bottom, I think, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I think it was just different flavours like of ice cream. The Knickerbocker Glory, like chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla in a cone or something like that. That's a Knickerbocker Glory.
Okay.
And I
remember having one. There was just like at the very bottom there'd be a like a chewing gum.
Screwball.
That's a
Screwball. That's it. Yeah, Screwball.
There's like a Paddington book, I guess a short book where they talk about Knickerbocker Glory. I always remember for some reason. If he said it right, he got one. Something like that.
What, like into a mirror 3 times? Like
no, like just like in the rest of it. Like, if you can say that, then if you can read that word, then like we'll give you one. And he like goes like kicker locker Maury. That's the story. I know.
I need to watch this or read this.
Paddington's a fucking idiot, clearly.
Yeah. But yeah, so 99s were not called 99s because they were 99p. They've never been 99p, or maybe they were at some point. But they're yeah. Apparently, loads of people are kicking off recently as well because the production of the 99 flake has moved from Germany to Egypt, and the quality of the flakes has degraded drastically.
Oh, man, I hate those Egyptian flakes.
Even all of the ice cream men and women of the world or the country are kicking off because they can't even. Apparently, they just crumble so easily that you do someone a little whippy, you go to put your 99 in and it just breaks off in your hand. Like, they're just, apparently the quality is awful.
Outrageous.
And Cadbury's have apologised and basically said, deal with it.
So they should. It's a disgrace.
Yeah, people are not happy.
Well, we should, they shouldn't be happy because it's a part of British tradition, you know? You can't mess with the old flake, mate.
I think that was an accidental partridge. Like you just proper went partridge for a second there.
I think a part of British tradition as well is moaning about how things used to be better and like, they don't make it like they used to. When I had a flake, you could hold it and it wouldn't crumble.
Yeah. But me and Tom were talking about the obviously this 99p business, and maybe a new theory, Tom, is the Rossi connection. Southend, mate. So it's local.
Yeah, I don't know if you missed it, Rob, but Rossi, his original ice cream shop was in Southend on the Esplanade, just up the road. And his second his second shop was 99 some street. I can't remember what it was called, like 99 High Street, but it was, the door number was 99. So maybe that's it.
And
99 South Street.
Someone moved from Durham.
Mad.
One of his cousins. And
yeah, something like that.
The Wikipedia page says Durham was maybe one of the locations of the flake zone. Southend leading the way.
You could have just
Durham,
Milan.
Bang, 99.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Southend, Milan.
Yeah.
Rome.
All right,
Great.
Who's got another weird news? This
Rob,
is meant to
got
be
one?
quick fire. It hasn't been very quick.
It hasn't been very quick, yeah. No, I mean,
I've got one.
Go on, George.
Hang on, it's just loading. Right, the headline is, I feel like this is a very 360-degree switch from quite a wholesome Raspberry Ripple discussion. Naughty vicar fined after he was caught wearing stockings romping with a Henry Hoover. Henry Hoover is in all capitals.
Oh,
So
He was doing what with a
In the
Henry
story.
Hoover?
he was romping with a Henry Hoover whilst wearing just stockings.
oh.
Just
I think it means he's
stockings.
putting his dick in the in Henry.
Poor old Henry.
So it actually says that he continued to thrust after locking eye contact with a member of the public who walked past the window. Saw him
Continued the
being
thrust
intimate
of
with
it.
a Henry Hoover.
We've had this story.
Have we?
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
I don't remember this.
Yeah. Naughty priest. Yeah.
Because we've had a few priests. There was
Yeah,
the
I
one
remember the
where
naughty
he
priest
was
that was
having like a where he was having like a threesome in the church.
That's
and someone
it,
looked
yeah.
through the window.
Yeah.
Maybe that was it. Like just someone looking through the window and catching a priest doing something he shouldn't
Yeah,
be.
they're always fucking up to it, aren't they? They're always up to no good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
but this
not.
was actually in like he was doing it in like the Baptist. It says the Baptist Centre in Middleton Cheney. So I'm assuming that's like a church hall or something. Something attached to. So it's actually in the church. He's like having sex with a Hoover, which adds another element of naughtiness to the whole. But it says here.
They specify Henry as well.
Yeah, it's a Henry. Yeah, it says.
I mean,
it
if
was
you're going to
called
fuck a
Bare
Hoover,
Cheat.
if you're going to fuck a Hoover, it'd be Henry, wouldn't it?
Got to be Henry. Well, no. What's his girlfriend's name?
Henrietta. Henrietta.
Betty.
Henrietta.
No, is it Betty? I
Could
thought
be
it
Henrietta.
Might be Henrietta. Makes more sense, doesn't
was. but they
it
could have
says,
just gone with a whole new name.
Oh,
It
Hetty.
says he was
Hetty.
Hetty. Oh, yeah, Hetty. It's a strange name for a Hoover. Why would you go for Hetty instead of like Henrietta?
It's probably because it's a short, isn't it? Henry, Hetty.
Yeah.
Henrietta's longer.
Anyway, back to having sex with him. So he was caught bare cheat thrusting. Thrusting is in quotation marks.
Yeah.
Into Henry's vacuum nozzle.
If
a
you
Hoover
were-
known for its portability and suction.
I was just going to say, well, I'm glad you added that bit because I was going to ask, if you were going to fuck a Hoover, do you have a preference?
What? In terms of different brands?
Yeah, like
Bosch,
it just
Henry.
sorry, a vacuum cleaner then, yeah, because Hoover's the brand. If you were going to fuck a vacuum cleaner, do you have a preference? Do you know what vacuum cleaner you would fuck?
Not mine, because mine's got
I
like the rolling. I guess you could take that bit off.
Yeah, no, yeah, you know what's doing that bit. No, you got. Oh, cool. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
what
Oh, that's-
attachment do you use as well?
Yeah, what attachment? Yeah, what attachment do you go for?
The brush, bit with the brush.
Brush. I think the brush is good.
No, you just go
Brush,
straight
yeah.
tube, didn't you? I guess.
I guess just tube.
But like, some of the tubes are quite wide. I don't know.
I
Like,
don't
Yeah.
think I'd
I've
want
never-
one that was too powerful though. Like a Dyson's too strong.
Yeah. What about one of those like
Yeah.
cordless ones that you just hold?
Oh, a little dustbuster.
Dustbuster.
Yeah, but also that's too. No, they've got a very small fucking inlet on that, and that feels like that feels similar to Tom's fucking roller thing. That seems like there's some action going on
Some
there. That you don't
mechanism
want
in there,
you
yeah.
don't want involved with your knob. Do you think when people
Yeah, I
do
don't know.
it?
I'd have to examine. I'll go to the shop after and I'll examine.
You
the
can get
different-
water hoovers, can't you? Ones that go underwater.
Oh, yeah, you've
Why
been
do you need
watching
an
pool.
underwater
No,
Hoover?
you've been watching pool cleaning videos on YouTube, haven't you?
I haven't actually. No,
Oh, have you
my
not?
dad's got one.
I have. I've been watching them because I know you've watched the grass cutting ones. I just thought that's got to be on the algorithm. Like, yeah, you'll get
No.
there eventually.
But
They're good.
yeah, it's just like it's a Hoover for under a vacuum cleaner for under the pool. So like you can,
So your dad has a pool,
Okay.
yeah, not
Oh.
like an above ground like pop up one, but
right?
like
But he got that.
chucks in a little. It does it itself, like a little robot one.
Little
Oh.
robot.
That's gangster. An underwater
Yeah.
robot Hoover. That's fucking 2023 shit right there.
Yeah,
isn't it? That's the
living in
future, man. I was like, we're in a Black Mirror episode right now. Fuck.
When I was in Italy last week, we stayed at this place with my family, and the villa, they had robot gardeners. You know, the ones that just go around and cut the grass.
Oh, that's sick.
They were
That
just like
is
driving
sick.
around. It's pretty cool. Like
yeah, it's cool.
they're just doing their own thing. Like they drive off and then go into their little house to recharge.
Yeah.
Take themselves home,
Yeah.
then
That's
come
sick.
out.
Did you get a little video? of it?
Mad. I did. Yeah, I got a little video of him.
Oh, I want
Nice.
to
And
see that. I want to see that.
at
Yeah.
one point it got stuck. Like it was stuck up on a little hill. So I thought, okay, I'll just move him down. So I picked it up and an alarm went off like immediately.
Wow.
Piercing alarm. Fuck, I just pushed it into its house, and the alarm went off, and it just didn't move again for like another day and a half. So I thought, I fucked it. But then the gardener must have come round like one day, because he used to put one of those pool robots at like 7 a.m. So he must have like fiddled with it and got it back running again.
Do you think though he shouldn't have done that? Is that like basically marking his own grave? Like, do you think when they come out and they say, "Oh, like the management says, Mr. Gardener, we got these robotic fucking gardeners. Can you set them up for us and manage them?" You'd be like, "Don't know. Do I do that, or do I fucking accidentally give it some fucking stones to eat?" Like, you know,
these just ain't doing the job.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you'd have to, wouldn't you? No, they're just not up to it, I'm afraid. These
just cut down like a bush, be like, it ran it over and just
your favourite bush. Yeah. I came out and it was like that. Yeah.
Have you seen those like robot delivery vehicles that they have?
I have seen one.
I haven't seen them over here, but they've got them in America.
No, I've fucking seen one over here. I should have filmed it. Yeah, it was when I was away in I want to say Northampton. Like a piano school thing. Yeah, it was down this like industrialist. It wasn't even down industrial estate. It was down like the fucking street. This fucking thing came down. And I did also see him down with a little flag. Yeah, with a little flag. And we did also see him in an industrial estate, which seems a good place to test them. Yeah. Maybe I'm lying about the street, to be honest with you. I might have merged memories there.
But have you seen that people have been like robbing them? Like
it seems obviously,
people just like kick them over, almost like they're angry at the robot, and then just start smashing in to get what's in there.
Yeah, I have heard about it. I mean, like of course people are doing that. Like,
I think people are doing it not to even get what's in there. They'll just push it over and be like, funny.
Fuck the robots. Yeah. But it's like the new version of cow tipping, isn't it? Just far less cruel one.
And real.
Yeah, they need to have like a little turret
and real,
that comes out.
Oh yeah.
Defense
that's what they do, yeah.
Yeah, they need to get like Robot Wars engineers.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Robot Wars, like I remember watching it when I was younger. Great, pretty cool robots. Do you know how fucking big those robots are?
Oh yeah, they're fucking.
They're bigger than you think. Like
insane.
I saw them at Lakeside. They came down to Lakeside in the middle. Classic.
Just having a ruck in Lakeside.
No, they just like it was the house robots, and they were just there, and they were you could see them powered off, and you could go around and like have a close look, and then they did. I feel like they did a little like demo, just driving about and.
Because they always you would see them fighting in the arena, and they look a lot smaller. But then you would see the engineers repairing it, wouldn't you? He got fucked up. His blade's broken. Got a bend it here.
That was the best bit of Robot Wars when he went back and that was sick.
Or when they'd have the whole build up of. Yeah, me and my son have been building this robot for years, and then it just gets fucked in the first round.
Yeah, and George Francis is just fucking your fucking robot up, mate. No fucks given. That was George Francis was the guy that made Chaos 2, and I guess Chaos 1.
Chaos 2,
but Chaos 2 was like the reigning champ, and George. Yeah.
Well, what was that Razor one? Was it just called?
I think it was called Razor.
I remember having the game on like PlayStation.
Yeah, there was a game. I never knew that.
Yeah, it was a game.
There was the Razor, and then there was Whiplash.
You could make your own robot, or there was like iconic ones.
Yeah. Do you remember Whiplash? Whiplash was, or I think it was called Whiplash. It was like a disc, a spinning disc, and it just fucking hypno disc. You're right, and it just annihilated people. And they would do that, wouldn't they? That was their little celebration, which is gangster. Which is
George. What happened to this Vicar?
Sorry. Completely forgot we were talking about Vicar fucking. So the Robot Wars. Which robot from Robot Wars would you fuck? Obviously, I mean, you go to is Matilda, but the fucking chainsaw's there, so you obviously can't do that.
I can't remember. The only one I can remember is Mr. Sir Kill-a-Lot.
I don't think you're actually going to fuck any of the robots from Robot Wars.
Shunt. I used to like Shunt.
I mean, you're just naming all of them now. Anyway, sorry.
I'd have a go on him.
Back to you, Vicar.
Anyway, back to Vicar. So the 74-year-old was caught by a horrified churchgoer who was attending a talk about Asperger's syndrome at the Baptist Centre back in September 2020. So a court heard that the now-retired vicar not only noticed the member of the public who'd spotted his romp, but carried on thrusting. He told police this was because he felt naughty, which is fair enough.
In my defence.
Hold my hands up, yeah. In my defence.
I mean, I can't believe he didn't get off. Well, he did. He's back.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
To be back. So he is now on the sex offenders register. He ceased involvement in the Asperger's Parents Talking Asperger's, which was a Christian faith-based group, and he's now retired. So I don't know whether he's still thrusting in his retirement or whether he's given that up. But yeah, that's it. He was thrusting into a Henry Hoover.
Thanks.
Don't know if he finished or not, really. No information.
When people do fuck Hoovers, do they come inside a Hoover?
Well, I've never understood this. I've never understood the whole... Because I assume it's just a meme from
is it not
Scary
true?
Movie.
Is it not true? Does no one ever actually shagged a Hoover?
Well, this guy did.
Well, this guy did. Yeah, that's true, actually. This is clearly a true article.
But I've never understood it.
Yeah, I've never understood. So I've got another 99 related story.
Oh, yeah.
Not 99 flakes. This is a man in New Zealand who has changed his name to the longest legally allowed. So in New Zealand, the longest your name is allowed to be is 99 characters long.
Okay.
Can't have 100. So this man has changed his name to Full Metal Havoc, more sexy and intelligent than Spock and all the superheroes combined with Frost Nova.
So wait, what is that? That's 99 characters.
That's 99 characters, yeah. So I like that he had to do more sexy intelligent, because if he had and, it wouldn't fit. So he's just more sexy and intelligent than Spock and all the superheroes combined with Frost Nova.
What is Frost Nova?
I don't know. I think it might be something from like D&D or maybe Magic or something.
Okay. So what do you think people call him? Full?
Yeah, full.
Probably.
Or could you make an acronym?
Whatever
metal.
his name was before.
I'd call him Metal.
Metal's good, yeah.
What's up, Met?
Havoc, maybe.
What's up, Met?
Havoc's cool as well.
Yeah, Havoc is cool.
Yeah.
Or N. Just N. Use the N bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it says Mr. Frost Nova. They've referred to him in here. Only cost him $127 to change his name.
Well
it
worth
doesn't matter how long your name is, you just change it, right?
Yeah. We tried to get my friend to change his name to Max Bitrate once. We must have been. I think we was quite high. We must have been. I think it was with a couple of mates that don't usually get high as well. And we sort of like hadn't done for years, so we'd all kind of got high together, and we was all just cracking up, just having one of those nights. And yeah, for some reason we just decided you got, and he was like, "Oh, I'm actually gonna do it," and we were like, "We'll pay." He was like, "If you pay, I'll do it." And then like woke up the next day, Tex was like, "Yeah, like my missus won't let me do it." Max Bitrate.
I love it. That's a good name. That is.
It is. What do you feel about having a character limit on your name?
Well, I was going to say, I'm not sure that applies in the UK, but then maybe it does. Because I don't know if I mentioned this before. I know a guy that has he's got like 40 middle names.
That's crazy.
And it basically tells the story of his conception.
That's great.
I know, it's like, isn't that the most hippie shit you've ever heard?
Yeah. Dick, in, vagina, out, back, forward.
Yeah.
Cream pie.
Yeah, my mate multiple cream pies is a bit of a wild dude. Yeah, but apparently on their birth certificate it's the initials,
right?
Because they couldn't fit it all on the birth certificate. So I don't know whether that technically their name is actually that. Then it's the initials. It's not.
That's not actually his name.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you should be I think you should be able to be named whatever you want. Why should there be a character? Like, who is telling this person? Why should the government decide that you're only allowed 99 characters?
Also, yeah, I mean, you can be named whatever you want. That doesn't. What's on the forms is irrelevant.
But why? That's
probably just for because otherwise all their like systems will be
it's
like
to keep you part of their system and part of the control. That's what it's about, man.
It is.
Break out the system. Be called whatever you want. Have a 2,000 word name. Fuck the man.
But you can't. They won't let you.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, if I just come up to you, if I just went up to you, if we were working together, and I just went up to, I wonder what works you could get away with that. I bet a place that we used to work would if you like deadly seriously insisted that your name was now 2,000 characters, and that every time you address me, you must call me by that. Probably not as funny as I think it is right now.
I still like our mutual acquaintance with the middle name Rumpelstiltskin. I still love it. It's just such a
that is mad.
An amazing.
I didn't believe it for about 5 years.
Yeah,
you didn't believe it.
I used to know a guy called. His name was John Wanker.
That's good.
Yeah, and obviously he changed his name. He changed his name eventually to Phil Wanker.
So his actual name was Wanker.
No, yeah, it's not really. That's just a shit joke. Like it's just. I know. Obviously, they kept the Wanker.
That was really shit. It was so shit that you had me hooked.
Yeah. Right. There's not. The jokes you have to explain are just not funny, are they? I mean, I didn't make that up. That's like an old joke.
There's a list here of other rejected names.
Okay.
Majesty, King, Knight,
King,
Princess.
but King is an African name, isn't it? You get a lot of kings.
Yeah, but I guess this is New Zealand not allowing you.
Yeah. Which is weird because it's weird though because it's aren't they our king sort of thing? Don't they like talk about our queen and that? The people from New Zealand. Did I make that up? And Australia.
Yeah, it's part of the Commonwealth.
Yeah,
but it might be because they don't allow. There's probably some like archaic rule saying
maybe
you can't have anything to do with the monarchy.
Yeah, it's just
the
word
word
don't have it as well.
Justice has been rejected. I would have thought, why can't you be called Justice?
Do they have like supreme just? You know, like in America, someone would be called Justice at something, and that's their like official title. Yeah. So maybe they don't want to confuse with that.
Well, the other names that you can kind of understand why they might have been rejected: Anal.
Yeah.
V8.
That's like one of those memes, isn't it? You know, like where they're like, Dad, why is our daughter called Roses? And then it's like, I don't know, V8 engine. Or,
Yeah. I know what you mean.
It's because your mum loves Roses, V8 engine. Or,
Yeah. Mafia, No Fear.
Brilliant.
Lucifer, Full Stop, and Asterix.
I like the fact people applied for this just to see, you know, like, but I guess it's a bit of a strong gamble. If they accept it, like, shit, my kid's called Lucifer. I didn't think they'd go for that.
Yeah. Well, there was a New Zealand couple that tried to name their child For Real Superman, but the number 4, so the number 4, real, and then Superman, but they were turned down because it contained a digit. You're not allowed any digits or symbols in your name. So they just called their child Superman instead. But they was allowed that.
Brilliant.
Prince changed his name to a symbol.
That's true.
But
not legally,
again,
probably.
Yeah, probably not legally, yeah.
Nah, mate, you can do anything. You've got money.
I mean, he also probably wasn't legally just Prince with no second name, was he? So.
There was also a girl called Tallulah Does the Hula from Hawaii.
Oh.
And she went to be taken into court custody so she could change her name. I guess she really didn't like that name, but her parents were like, no.
Oh, her parents had named her that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So can you have a name with just one name? Does it have to be like? 'Cause if you change your name, you can be whatever you want. So could it just be like McLovin or like?
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. Do you have to have a surname? Can you?
Yeah.
You probably can just have one. Maybe.
Surely.
Maybe
give it a go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the maximum.
Will you get it from the Curios fund?
Well, this is the maximum 99 in New Zealand at least. What's the minimum? Can you have A? Can you have B? Can you be? Or do you have to be?
Yeah, because there's people that go by it just.
Yeah. What's up, B?
Yeah. Can you just not have a name? Can you be nothing?
Can you just be?
Leave. Yeah. And it would just print out like Noel, and now your name is Noel.
Like
Noel Field.
It's like Pootie Tang's new hit single. Have any of you ever seen Pootie Tang?
No.
Most ridiculous film ever. It's a bit of a stoner film, really. Yeah, he releases a song called.
Love it.
I was trying to find more names in this article that people had rejected, but there isn't.
I want to look up the shortest name.
Like there's like so many people around the world that call their kids like Adolf Hitler or Stalin.
Yeah.
Or
That can't be true, surely.
like the names of like dictators or just like why? I just don't understand it. Unless you're maybe, and I don't even think they're all like neo-Nazis. You know, they're not like.
I just think it's good crack.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially there was like a story a lot in India. For some reason, in India, there was like a lot of these weird dictator names.
That's weird.
I don't know why.
I found the UK laws, by the way. The minimum length of a name is 1 letter. There is no maximum, but some agencies impose a limit of 300 characters, including spaces for the full name. HM Passport Office has a limit of 30 characters each for a forename and a surname, which will show as many names as possible and the remaining names as initials.
Okay, yeah, so I guess you can have a ridiculously long name, but it just won't show on your passport.
Yeah, so maybe on that fella's birth certificate it is all there, but maybe his passport isn't. Maybe that's what I'm...
Yeah. Well, not on his birth certificate if he changed it, though. Oh, what's funny is he changed it because of a bet.
Oh, no, like I said, the guy I know was from birth.
Oh.
Who changed it because... Oh, okay. All right,
he changed his name.
funny.
Yeah, so it says he's 22 years old, and he changed it after apparently losing a bet 5 years ago. So he was 17 when he made this bet and
still
stuck
went
with
through it. Yeah, that's like the ultimate tattoo roulette. Have any of your friends ever done tattoo roulette?
No.
Or is it just my friends that are fucking stupid? They do like some sort of bet. I don't know what they gambled on, but the loser had to get a tattoo, and I think they like the others either decided the tattoo. I think it was all decided beforehand, and then they go, someone's going to get this tattoo, or they like decided afterwards or something, and they lost the bet. Yeah, what a fucking stupid thing to do. Obviously, these guys have got lots of tattoos, so
Yeah, it's all right if you've already got a lot of tattoos.
Yeah,
you
then,
can get
yeah.
like a little shit one, and it's fine. But
Yeah.
if you've got none or one or just a couple, you kind of have to ease into that silliness.
Yeah. I can't remember what one of them got. Not a good story. But.
So what was the link with that in 99, sorry?
It was 99 character name.
Oh, yeah.
His name was 99 characters because that's the legal limit in New Zealand. Fascist state.
All right, hype.
Why not 100? That's true. Why, like, at least round it up.
Yeah.
You've got to impose rules, make them make sense.
But then it's like if you have 100, might as well do 999. Still 3 digits, isn't it?
Well, that's true.
All right, next episode will be episode 100. We'll be back to our Curios selves. Today was like I feel like today was a warm-up. We're coming back slow. Yeah. But next episode, we're going to be fucked up.
Special episode.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's plan that immediately.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. That was episode 99 of the Curios Cast.